Remember sitting through that WWDC stream back in June, just staring at your screen and waiting for Tim Cook to finally announce the new Mac Mini? Yeah, me too! All the big leakers said it was an absolute lock because the M4 and M5 chips were already out in the wild. So dropping one into a tiny desktop just made total sense for everyone watching. But then, nothing. The whole summer went by, not a single mention of it during the entire keynote, and we just got absolute crickets. It was super frustrating for anyone who was holding on to their cash. Well, I spent this morning digging through some brand new supply chain reports that just dropped, and the real reason Apple held back is actually kind of wild. It turns out they aren't just running behind schedule, they are playing a completely bizarre game of chess with their silicon to fight off all those new Windows AI PCs that are flooding the market. And spoiler alert, if you were about to buy the current Mac Mini model today, you really need to cancel that order right now. Big shout out to the new Bloomberg drops for finally clearing this mystery up for us, because what Apple is planning for the holiday season is totally breaking their own rules. So, let's talk about this weird chip strategy. Usually, Apple gives us a nice, clean, predictable lineup. M4, then M4 Pro, M5, then M5 Pro. Simple, right? Not this time, according to the leaks. The next Mac Mini is getting a standard M6 chip for the base model, but if you want the high-end version, you are getting an M5 Pro. Let that sink in for a second. They are literally mixing two totally different generation numbers in the exact same little box. It sounds like a total typo from the marketing department, but it actually makes crazy sense when you look at the memory bandwidth. Apple desperately needs these machines to crush heavy AI tasks without choking, and this Frankenstein setup somehow balances the heat and the power perfectly. Thanks to the bottom air vents, both of these chips are supposedly going to run at maximum speed without sounding like a screaming jet engine on your desk. The benchmark numbers leaking next month are probably going to make a lot of PC guys pretty salty. But what does this actually mean for us? The people making videos and editing photos from our bedrooms? Well, you still get two clear paths. The standard M6 is your daily driver for homework, web browsing, and normal multitasking. But it gets a massive upgrade with Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 6, and a totally rebuilt neural engine. This means you can run Apple's new AI features right on your desk, local and private, without sending your personal prompts to some random server out in the desert. If you are tired of paying monthly subscriptions for cloud AI tools, this local processing power is the exact upgrade you have been waiting for. But honestly, none of that is even the best part. The absolute greatest news from this whole leak is that Apple is finally killing the 256GB base storage. Yes, the biggest scam in modern tech is totally dead. The new starting model will rock 512GB of space right out of the box. Think about how fast 4K video files eat up space these days. Having 512 gigs means you can actually keep your current projects on the main drive where they belong. We no longer have to buy a brand new computer only to immediately tape an ugly external hard drive to the back of it, just to install a few heavy apps. It is about time they fix this joke. And thankfully, they are not messing with the ports. We keep the handy front-facing USB-C ports and the headphone jack. So no more doing yoga behind your desk to plug in a basic flash drive. Plus, the M5 Pro keeps the Thunderbolt 5 ports on the back for your massive dual monitor setups. Alright, take a deep breath, because the hype train is about to hit a massive speed bump. Because of a global RAM shortage going on right now, Apple's summer plans got totally wrecked. That is exactly why we are looking at a late 2026 holiday launch instead. And that same parts shortage, combined with the new base storage bump, means the price is absolutely going up. The old $599 price tag was the best deal in tech, but now reports say we are looking at $699 or possibly even $799 for the starting model. And if you want the M5 Pro version with tons of RAM, expect some really painful shipping delays. If you're planning to order the high-end model, you might want to set an alarm for the pre-order day, because these things are going to be back-ordered into next year very quickly. And before we wrap up, I just have to laugh at the power button situation. Apple is keeping the same physical metal chassis, which means the power button is still completely flat on the bottom of the machine. Yes, you still have to lift the whole computer up like a heavy metal pancake just to turn it on. People on Twitter are going to cry about this for weeks. But let's be real for a second. I reboot my Mac maybe twice a year. If lifting it up once every 6 months is the price I have to pay for 512 gigs of base storage, I really do not care at all. So, that is the real story behind the massive delay. Apple is fighting a global parts shortage to give us a machine that finally fixes the storage scam once and for all. I want to know what you guys think down below. Is $799 actually worth it for the M6 with 512 gigs? Or do you wish they just kept the $599 price and gave us that terrible small drive? Let me know in the comments.